We're approaching on Mr. Wiggins. He's in custody.
Okay. Sterling,
Yes.
whatever happened with Mr. Wiggins?
Well, Mr. Wiggins has some bond conditions to not speak to a complaining witness in an ag assault with a deadly weapon and an ag assault family member. He then went to jail and called her twice and her mom.
I mean, what more can we do? Really?
Take the phone away.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. We'll do it now.
He also called not only under his own name, but he also called under 3 other inmates' names.
Have you alerted the felony courts?
I just found out about this. The deputy actually called all of us to let us know that this happened.
Guys. Oh,
I think you want me to do something, Judge?
yeah. Do you mind bringing out Mr. Wiggins, please? Sterling Wiggins. I'm going to take his phone privileges away now.
Okay, and Judge, these are serious allegations, but I need to point out that Mr. Wiggins is 19 and you're also taking away his ability to communicate with his family.
We told him not to do it. He's doing it. I mean, what else can we, I mean, pull the records. Is he trying to thwart it? You know, pull the phone records. If he's trying to thwart it, then you get him with an obstruction.
The deputy is going through Ferris to get transcripts of the calls, so we will have those transcripts soon. The deputy just called me and let me know that the defendant was contacting the complainant and her mother and saying that this is how you take care of things and that everybody violates their bond conditions. And
Let's hold on, wait till he's out here so he can hear this. Good morning, Mr. Wiggins.
Well,
How's jail?
cool.
It's come to my attention that you are violating the conditions that we set out in this court, flaunting it and trying to get a hold of the complaining witnesses in these cases when we've told you not to. Go ahead.
yes, Judge, the deputy called me this morning and said that the defendant has called the complaining witness twice and the mother of the complaining witness as well. The deputy told me that while listening to these phone calls, he heard the defendant and say things such as, this is how you take care of things, and that everybody violates their bond conditions and talks to the complainants in these cases. He also heard the defendant make statements saying that he was going to continue to violate bond, and once he gets out, he was going to hire an attorney, but he had previously learned that the defendant was indigent. And so he took this to mean that the defendant was going to commit other criminal acts to get money to hire an attorney.
Can you please notify the other courts as well that are so that they know as well?
Yes, Judge. I just sent a full email to the felony prosecutor in case the deputy hadn't already alerted her. I just went ahead and did it. The deputy, again, is getting the transcripts for these calls, and that the defendant has been using 3 separate inmates spin codes. That would be Jermaine Brown, Mark Diaz, and Dennis Compton.
Your privileges are hereby revoked. You are not allowed to use the jail phone at all from now on. Do you understand? I think that you are continuing to threat to the public even while being in jail. So your privileges to use the phones at all are hereby revoked.
Judge, I just, again,
Just told you.
please stop.
So
And I just want to reiterate.
please go ahead.
He's
Yeah.
19. You are taking away his ability to communicate with his family.
But he's making additional threats allegedly, you know? Okay, we're gonna get the records, but until I know that you're not a threat, I mean,
He's typing everything.
every single thing that you say on the phone is recorded.
I know that, so why would I be on it threatening people?
We'll find out, because I'm gonna ask, could you mind please pulling all the records, getting all the phone calls, and we'll play them out here in court, and we'll see. And if it's not, then I will gladly give you your phone privileges back, but there have deputies that have pinpointed you allegedly, you and using other people's spin numbers to make phone calls, to make continuing threats, and to further criminality if and when you get out.
What criminal?
I don't want you to say anything. That's okay. We're going to find out because I'm going to have them pull all the records, pull all the phone calls, and we'll listen to everything.
Judge, I will also say that the defendant told the complaining witness, this is about the ag assault involving the firearm, that when she got shot, the defendant said that's what happens when you hang out with gangsters.
So pull all that stuff, and all that stuff gets. So we need to figure out how, because it's a first for me as far as doing a revocation of privileges like that. As far as revoking phone privileges for inmates,
As far as I know, it has to be through the court order.
okay. I need to do whatever I can because it's apparently a problem now. So I guess I'll reach out to administration as well to figure out how, because I mean, it's a first for me.
Judge, just so we're all on the same page, Mr. Wiggins is obviously going back to the jail now. Even before that order is in place, you are instructing him now not to use the phone. So,
Oh.
So I did do. That's so stupid.
well, we'll get the tapes and
Get it? We'll
Okay,
see.
good. Okay, but I can't call nobody. Literally nobody. So what? There's no TV in my tank. There's no nothing. What am I supposed to do?
It's jail.
What's the point?
Read a book.
There is no books. I read every book in there.
Yes.
Okay. I can't trust you to use a phone, Mr. Wiggins. I mean, you know what's happening. I have other deputies that have alerted us to what's going on. I can't. That's it. I mean, you got to know when you're in the jail, there are eyes all over you. It's like at a casino. You literally have eyes all over you at all times. You got to know that whatever you're doing is always being looked at.
Stay in bed. That's why I wasn't threatening nobody. I didn't say any.
he's
So-
typing
and
everything
then-
that you're saying.
Asking them
I
to pull it.
understand. He's talking about I'm doing illegal things when I get out to hire a lawyer and all these other things. That's stupid. I never said anything about it. Anything illegal. That's just.
So I guess let's do this. How long will it take you to get those records, do you think?
I'm actually not sure, Judge. I haven't requested jail calls before like that. Let me ask.
Hey, Steph, how long does it take to get jail calls?
We can put a request in, Judge, to our folks. It can take a little time. I've seen it take anywhere from 30 days to longer, but we can put in the request and see if we can rush it, especially if we have specific calls, which I'm guessing you do.
Yes, and the deputy has already, when I spoke to him, he said he was already gathering transcripts through theirs, so it might already be.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's
Accelerated.
on for next Friday.
Yes, Judge.
Now, if you can get it quicker, let me know. We'll docket them quicker. And then we'll put it off for a week and then we'll come back in a week and we'll deal with the situation. But
I think Mr. Levine was here earlier and approached for him.
Yeah.
I think Your Honor sent him to do a drug test. I believe those results came back negative.
okay, come up, sir. Did intake say anything about this case?
They couldn't tell why it wasn't signed correctly, Judge. I asked the 248 if they had
There's
time to
more
approach the
issues.
judge this morning about the PC, and I have not heard back, so.
Hmm.
We can certainly take it into grand jury or go upstairs.
Well, no, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a whole host of conditions on him. I'm gonna tell you now. You're lucky that you're here. One false move in this very short life that we have, you could be spending the next 40 to 50 years of your life in a 6x9 box. One false move. It is a real travesty that a lot of people have guns and there's just no need. You know, when you use and when you have something like that, a short second, you can kill someone. And when that happens, your life's over. Multiple lives are over. Multiple families are over in the short second of something so stupid as an argument. When you make a decision like that, it's a lifetime decision that you can never crawl out of, never walk away from. Think before you act. Sometimes you have but a nanosecond to do it. But I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Cormier, I'm going to do everything in my power to protect the public. Do you understand? I'm putting a GPS monitor and I don't want you out in the middle of the night. Do you understand? You have a weapon. You pick up any type of weapon, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months every single time. Do you understand? Because it's an offense in and of itself. I had him sign an affidavit that he's not supposed to have any weapons.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm going to give him a curfew, and I don't want him to hang out with any bad, irreputable people. No. What are you doing with yourself now? Are you working, going to school?
At work.
Where?
Oh, for Houston.
Doing what?
Operator.
What are your hours?
7 to 9.
Okay, you have a 10 p.m. curfew. Do you understand? 10 p.m. to you work, you said what time you work? 6?
7
7? Okay, 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
10 to 6 a.m. is your curfew. You must charge this thing on a daily basis. If the battery goes dead, so does your bond. Do you understand? All right. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
I would be on the lookout because I'm telling you now, it's just a moment's notice before you get hit with 2 felony warrants. So you better be on the lookout. It's going to happen any minute. Gets the device today. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Thanks.
How much time?
Oh, reset.
Yeah, I mean, the case is 250 days old. So I'll give you 30 days now. But at that time, you got to come back. You got to tell us what you want to do. We set cases for trial at 180 days. Your case is now 200 and what?
57 days.
Yeah, you have 30 days. At that time, you got to be back here and let me know what you want to do. You must either accept a plea bargain agreement or I'm going to set your case for trial. Do you understand? Okay,
Is discovery complete and are there any options?
Steph,
To be honest with you, Your Honor, I don't believe I've looked at the
I
district.
know that you haven't looked at it, but
Looking at it, Judge, it does look like discovery is complete. I can put a rec on it. Status.
please, okay, done.
All right, thanks, Judge.
Fugitive case.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, Judge.
Hi.
Hey, Judge. I'm here on a.
Happy Friday. All right, let me just send this. Okay, what's the last name again?
DS.
Yes. All right, thank you. That helps.
From fugitive document.
Diaz Valdez.
Okay,
Is he waiving extradition?
so he has waived extradition on the 16th, 2 days ago. So it's 14 days have started for Tennessee to come pick him up. However, I would like to approach to see if we can give him a bond here in this county so that he can not have to wait the 14 days and instead go turn himself into Tennessee himself instead of waiting in jail for them to come pick him up.
State would be opposed. This defendant was previously apprehended in Austin, and he was given an opportunity to return to Tennessee. He was arrested on July 21st, 2024, where he was simultaneously charged with theft from person, which is similar to the charges he's wanted out of Tennessee, which are 3 felonies, 2 credit card fraudulent use, and 1 theft of property. Oh, sorry, the theft of property is a misdemeanor. But since that time, he has not made efforts, at least that I can see from our side, and he's been apprehended once again here in Houston for the same warrant.
So they gave him the opportunity to go back and he didn't go back.
Yes.
If I may, Judge, so here in Houston, he was picked up, he's been going to sign paperwork at the immigration office. I believe it's every 2 weeks, every month, I don't know, but on a periodic basis, and he was picked up there. So that's why he's here in Houston. I inquired, hey, what happened to the Austin case? They gave you an opportunity to go turn yourself in because that's what we're asking here. And what am I supposed to tell the judge? He's like, well, yes, I understood that. I posted the bond of $5,000 out there, but my lawyer told me, don't go to Tennessee until we take care of the Austin cases. And it sounds like there's an Austin case, theft from person from 721 is what they said. And so the advice he got over there is, don't go to Tennessee till we take care of your Austin case. Now, at that point, it sounds like, I don't know as to how great of
But they
advice
ended up
that
taking
was.
care of it.
Taking care of the case? I don't know if it's currently, I don't know if it's pending or not. I can't see that.
I just show it's held as open, but I haven't checked the status of it.
Okay, so even so, he left Austin and came here.
Right. And I asked him, hey, why didn't you go take care of Tennessee? Well, my lawyer told me not to.
I think you have an open case here. You've got an open case in Austin. You've got an open case in Tennessee.
No open case here, Judge. No open case
No,
here.
it's only a closed case from
He
2012.
lives in Houston. He lives in Houston. That's why he was here
He
in
just had a
signing.
DWI here.
Yeah, so he was told not to handle the Tennessee thing until he handles the Austin stuff, which he thought would be tomorrow or something. I think he said 90 days is tomorrow. And so that's a mistake. Yeah, I would say, hey, you should have gone to figure that out over there, but it sounds like it wasn't. He's not trying not to comply. He was told differently, is what he tells me. And how smart that was, I don't know, but now we're in a situation where I'm asking for a bond.
I'm not gonna give you a bond. No. You've already shown us that you're not gonna go back. You're here. You should be in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Oh, no sé. ¿Qué es eso, no?
What was that?
You are in Houston.
Aquí en Houston.
Yo
You
vivo,
should be in Tennessee.
Yes,
yo vivo aquí en Houston.
I live here in Houston.
But you should be in Tennessee.
Not in Tennessee.
Pero yo no fui porque la abogada me dijo a mí
I
que
didn't
te
go
me
because
que
the
la
attorney
corte.
told me to.
How do I know that?
¿Cómo sé eso yo?
Yo no, yo tengo el papel de la fianza. Yo le doy el número a la abogada para que usted
I
hable
can
con la
give you
abogada.
the number of my lawyer so you can.
Where?
ask her. Yo no voy a hablar con su abogado.
Bueno, que hable con la abogada
Well,
porque
you can speak with
I'm
my
not
lawyer.
gonna call your lawyer.
Voy a hablar a su abogado.
No.
bueno, la abogada mía de Houston es Nete, la que me estaba atendiendo el caso porque tengo un caso abierto en Houston. Por lo mismo que estoy aquí ahora. Es lo que digo yo.
The attorney in Houston, I was helping. I have an open case in Houston.
En Austin no tengo caso. Es lo que te
In
digo.
Austin.
El juez me dio fianza y estoy bajo
I
fianza.
was given bond on Thursday.
I think that you're just too big of a flight risk, Mr. Diaz Valdez.
Riesgo de que usted huya,
I'm
señor.
scared that if I were to give you a bond, I don't think that you would go back to Tennessee.
Que regresaría a Tennessee.
Pero si yo no había regresado a Tennessee porque la abogada me dijo, a mí vamos a terminar
I
las
hadn't
cortes
gone back to Tennessee.
para que te entregues tú solo. Por eso que yo no había entregado, yo no. ¿Ah?
Más despacio.
Ok, perdón.
Okay.
Dice de que
100 miles an hour, man. Shoot.
Perdón.
dice de que la abogada le aconsejó
Que terminan las cortes, porque hoy,
que
hoy
terminara la corte
en
en
Austin,
Austin. ¿Cuándo?
hoy era la última corte.
So
Sí.
the last date appearance he had in Austin was today.
Hoy era la
Oh,
última.
sorry. I can't.
Ah, bueno,
You just,
I'll stay here.
we're gonna wait till Tennessee comes and gets you this time.
si no vienen a recogerme,
And if they don't come pick me up,
Well, then we'll release you. I don't know. But
le digo, va a ser lo
is
mismo.
Tennessee
90
gonna
días.
come get him?
Yes, but it might be worth reaching out to the Austin attorney, defense attorney in the event because he has.
Let's do this. Let's do
hagamos
this.
esto.
I don't want to say no yet.
Quiero decir no.
Ricardo, if you can reach out to the defense lawyer in Austin, see what he has to say, because it looks like he's throwing the lawyer, so, but let's see, what if it's true? I don't know. Do you mind reaching out to the lawyer and see what he has to say?
I'm trying to pull that number right now. I don't think we're pulling that number right now. I'm gonna have to do some research, talk to his family, figure out what this person is up there. And it's not, he doesn't know it right now. Otherwise, I would put the call in right now.
Do you know your lawyer's name and
El
number?
nombre y número de su
No,
abogado.
el nombre sí, pero yo consigo el nombre, yo llamo a mi mujer y se lo doy.
Más despacio.
I can get the
Oh,
number. I can get the number. I can call my partner to get it, but I do know the name.
A que el abogado hable con la abogada.
The immediate
La
consequences.
consecuencia
If
inmediata es que si
today was his last
hoy
setting
era su
in
última cita
Travis County,
en el
that means he's
condado de
gonna have a
Travis,
bond forfeiture
parece que
today,
tendría
which means the
le
interstate
revocaría la
is
fianza
going to trump the interstate.
ese
Oh, no, that's gonna be a huge headache.
Right, that's why,
Yeah.
if you're gonna call
estar
an attorney.
encima
I
de lo
wish
que
I had
es
that number
una-
right now.
That same thing that you're
No,
gonna
mi
be
mujer
sick
llamó.
90 days.
Yeah.
Entonces sería lo mejor de 98.
You need to try to get the number
Tratar de
for your
conseguir el número.
lawyer to Ricardo so that Ricardo can reach out to him. Okay,
Contactarlo, ok.
at the minimum,
Al
and also come
mínimo,
back Monday to
también
try to figure out what's going on. But the problem is that if you're supposed to be there today and you're now in custody here
custodia acá,
instead of over there,
hacia allá,
they're gonna revoke the bond over there.
hasta allá.
And then you're gonna have this interstate
Right,
compact deal, and you're probably sitting in there for the next 90 days now,
Probablemente estarías
give or take. I mean,
estarías ahí.
you're supposed to stay in Austin, go to court in Austin, so that you take care of those things. When you come here to a different county,
Algo distinto.
you run the risk of getting
En el
picked up,
riesgo de que sea
and there begins a whole host of other problems.
Yo hablé con mi mujer, mi mujer habló con la abogada y le explicó la situación.
esposa o-
Mi esposa, mi esposa.
My wife spoke with the lawyer and
Y la abogada le estaba escribiendo a juez de allá de Austin, para decirle que tú te tenías.
the
Oh.
lawyer was trying to contact the judge in Austin, telling them that I was detained.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so
Okay.
hopefully you guys can get the
Esperamos de que podamos-
name and number to Ricardo. Ricardo can reach out to them to,
Here's what I'm gonna do
Ahora
right now,
mismo se lo
Judge.
doy.
I'm gonna pull up the number for
Voy a
the
buscar el
wife.
número de la
Hopefully she's got the
esposa,
number of the
y
lawyer,
esperemos que ella
and
tenga el
I'll
número del
come back
abogado y voy a
in maybe
regresar en
20 minutes?
15
Yeah.
minutos.
okay.
We'll see what, let me go down that road. All right, thank you, Judge.